In the 2 hours that passed, the streets were deserted.
Hey, welcome Dungeon fans. It's Saturday night. We are doing the Apocrypha Adventure Card Game. I am Kevin from level 9, and this is the Liching Hour. Okay, so where's the team today? We are still playing the Book of Golems and the Apocrypha Adventure Card Game, and we're going to be playing tonight. We're going to be playing the, what is that? What is the name? Something about an old soul. Soul of an Old Machine is the mission. I'm not going to read the lowdown on this one because we're just going to start with the story of where the team is. So the team, if you remember correctly, the team flew in hot to the Seattle metro area in order to stop some war driver self-automated vehicles from getting up to some kind of mischief. They went from that to finding out when they kind of when they looked back into what the processes that were running the war drivers, they found some other suspicious processes with different tags, and that led them to another, they're calling it a process, but it was another attack of these flying drones on another suburban part of Seattle. They took care of that. They got through that, and more digging into the some of the salvaged wreckages of the hexacopters that they found, and more looking into the code. They found that everything kept pointing to a company called Alephcorps. And after doing a lot of digging around, and I actually had to go into the darknet, a lot of darknet stuff to figure this out. It wasn't like public knowledge, but Alephcorps has been around since the beginning of technology, basically, 50s, 60s, 40s, and Sam is now convinced that Alephcorps is behind like every major technological advance in the century. In the last century, in this century, and the last century. They quite possibly could have been the forefathers of any kind of microprocessors or any kind of in semi-intelligent software that's running in technology. His conspiracy hat is blown off, and he's pretty sure that that everything from their cell phones to gaming consoles to airplanes to everything has been touched by Alephcorps in some way, shape, or form. So all signs point to Alephcorps, and because that's all the clue they got, the team wants to find some answers to why there's processes of these war drivers going out and what they were doing in Candlepoint was it looked like they were stealing kids. Not looked like they were actually taking kids. In Seattle, they weren't sure what they were doing. They were just shutting them down because they weren't catching them in the act of stealing kids or anything. But they were catching them out and about and doing things. Not doing anything, just driving around. And then the hexacopters, they're pretty sure with the stuff they found on them that they were going to drop some kind of weapons or some kind of bombs or something. For some reason, they were doing something. They were delivering something. But they stopped those too. So they need answers. They want to find answers. Why? Who's behind? And like I'd said in the last session, ever since they got into Seattle, they've been like almost suffocated by the amount of networked activity, and I mean like the ever presence and everything everywhere they go of just a feeling of being watched or recorded or they couldn't say it's just like a group of hackers. It's like the whole thing, like the whole city is being watched and recorded, and there's odd things going on. They noticed that traffic signals were going off to this to music, it seemed, or at least some kind of pattern off and on. not their normal. They were causing traffic accidents is what was happening with the traffic lights. So all that said, they want to know who's behind this. Is there someone behind it, and who is it? And the only clue they have is this Alephcorps. The headquarters, of course, is in Seattle, the Seattle metro area. So this mission, Soul of an Old Machine, begins with our team heading to the Alephcorps headquarters. I think we're going to start right in the parking lot. I don't know how this is going to work from a fictional standpoint. I mean, if I pull things like Lost Soul and stuff like that, it's going to be a little tricky figuring out how. But that's kind of fun for me. Not kind of. That is fun for me. So we'll see how well I do. I just recently I had a pinched nerve in my leg, and the last 5 days I've been laying in bed. So I'm trying this out because I didn't want to miss tonight. But if at some point I might have to call it if I start hurting too much. So we're gonna try to. Actually, I need to sit better too. So, so that's the reason why I might cut this in the middle if I have to. But I'm gonna try to get through it. The way this mission is set up is there's only one location. This is called the structures for this is called is Duel at the Stronghold as the hours pass. So it's a normal Omens deck, not like the last one where we had minions in there. An Omens deck, but then there's one deck of gifts and minions and stuff. So one big deck for the command center. That's all we're going to. We're not going to multiple locations. This could be short. This could be quick. Short or it could be long. We'll see. Okay, I think that's all the setup we need. Let's do this, man. Rock and roll. So Gabrielle is going to be starting us off. Miss Gabrielle Avarius. Let's check out what she's got. Well. I did not plan this either, folks. Remember how she picked up these 2 blunderbusses? She's got them both in her hands. So she, and a finger post. She is ready, and a vice dog. Gabrielle's come for war. Okay? She doesn't figure we're going to be able to just walk in there. We'll see. Dr. Zeus, we're going to go through everybody this time instead of one by one each turn. Zeus has got the Gray Malkin. Now, the Gray Malkin he doesn't bring with him. The Gray Malkin just happens to always be around. Then there's he's got the Tail Gunner dude. This kind of guy he's an old biker dude that they just kind of hit it off. He's got a demon key and a charm bracelet. A couple omens. And then Sam, what you got? Okay, so Sam's got a couple golem gifts. Now this location, the command center, during the Doom, it says to investigate or support, you raise the cost of golem gifts by 1. But if we flip this sucker to hope, a symbol versus a golem threat, you may discard 1 gift, add 1 bonus die. Oh, that's nice. It could be any gift too. Right on. Okay. All right, so he's got a Motorhead, a Teetotum. That is pretty contextually relevant. A pink taser and illusion. And an Omen of Doom. Okay, there's going to be a variety of different minions we're going to be fighting in this. Also, Golem, True Threats. And then I don't know what else is going to be in here. What other kind of surprises we're going to have for tonight. So let's do this. Gabrielle's going to start us off. Draw from got an Omen of Hope. Ooh, this is a Golem's Omen of Hope. Creation. In a symbol, you have the same number of total virtue dice as bonus dice. Add 1 of each. If you have the same number of total virtue dice as bonus dice, add 1 of each. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. And, the other one's Golem's done. Emanation. If this is your first investigation this turn, and evaluate, upgrade odd virtue dice. Okay. All right, so we're going to start right off with the Omen of Hope. I'm going to flip this over. The team gets there, and the building looks like, a normal kind of office building, right? It's big. No, this thing would look, well, actually, I was thinking like the Apple Stadium kind of crazy building, but this would look a lot more unassuming, I think. Way more functional. Much more functional. The parking lot's not as full as you'd expect from a company that does so much. But when the team comes, their guts, their instincts and everything, it doesn't feel like it's going to be a fight right off the bat. But we'll see. All right. Cobalt blood. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense right now. Sure. Well, we're going to roll for it, and then we'll deal with the fiction if we succeed. Gabrielle. Body. For those keeping track at home, our rampage is at -2 right now. So that's a good thing. Means the clones, not clones, but the clones, drones, and zones aren't super pissed off at us right now. Or they're not mad at us at all. All right, we're going to just roll 3 body dice because I'm not super into wanting to get this anyway. Of course we do. Okay. Let's see. Cobalt blood. Why one? So Gabrielle's getting off her bike. As she's getting off her bike, she notices something. She's getting all her stuff around, and something almost falls out of her bag, and she catches it. And it's a vial of cobalt blood from her fun year in Candle Point. And she doesn't know quite where to put it, but she just stashes it back in her bag, knowing that she may need it, maybe. And let's see, it boosts body. While slotted, she can heal 1. If she loses, she can heal 1. So it's never too bad to have it. So, yeah. Okay. Then, do I want to keep going? I don't. But I don't want to. Yeah, okay. She's going to leave it at the bike. Meaning she's going to recycle it when she resets her hand to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to pass the turn. She decides not to keep it on hand. So moving over to Zeus. And he draws an Omen of Doom. Does he have an Omen of Hope in his hand? He does. Judgment. Draw 1 card, then flip your Nexus of Hope and investigate it. Okay. Omen of Hope. He's going to draw a card. Drew another Omen of Hope, so that's cool. Alright, well, I stuck a master in here when it's not supposed to. That should be a minion. Well, right off the bat. Okay. This is in the parking lot. It's not going to be a master. It should have been a minion. I must have grabbed the wrong card. But the way it's going to happen is I got a little tiny deck of 4. You know what? I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll a 1d4 to determine what our true threat is. I got a deck of possibilities here. And there's a couple we haven't met yet. Number 4. Hexacopter. So, as they're making their way across the parking lot, which, like I said, has a lot less cars than they'd think. Or maybe, is this a holiday? Gabrielle says, and Zeus grunts and says, no, it's a Tuesday. It's just a Tuesday. So they're making their way across the parking lot, but that's when they hear a familiar sound. The hum and whir. Is that? And they look up, and sure enough, coming down towards the building is one of those hexcopters. And they're sitting and watching it, and then as it comes about halfway, it veers off and starts coming down towards them. So we got to deal with this. Here we go. Put this here. And this is Zeus. Now, if you remember, these guys have gotten pretty adept at hacking these things. At least the hexacopters and the war drivers. They had to fiddle with the program that they've got for the hexacopters after the last encounter. But really, all it takes is a few keystrokes to get them in, and then a few keystrokes to shut them down. That's the only thing they can do, but they figured out how to do that. And unless they've changed the programming in them, which they don't think they have, they haven't noticed an update. They're kind of they're kind of plugged into a little bit of the network, at least the base network. That I say base, but like they can tell if the hexcopters or the drones, at least the war drivers, are being updated. Okay. Let's see what's he gonna do. We got body or mind. Of course, we're going mind. That's a 16. He has no ways to bump mine though. I wonder if we skip this for now. Well, no, wait. Yeah, we can do this. Okay. We're going to mutate. We're going to take care of that first. Roll to see which mutation card. 1. Great. Yeah. All right, my new least favorite. Self-healing. Self-healing. Yeah. 5. Okay, I can roll with that. Roll 1 die. On a 1 or 2, recycle the threat into its nexus. That's when we terminate. Okay, so I got to remember to roll 1 die when we go into terminate. So basically, when we defeat this thing, it might regenerate and fly off. So we'll keep that in mind. May sacrifice 1 gift. We don't want to avoid this thing. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna take it out. All right. He's got 4. We're mutated now. Sam's gonna help. He can give a reroll 4. Bonus dice 1 for hack. No. He's got a way to avoid some damage, but that's about it. Okay. Oh, hold on. Assemble versus a golem threat for the command center. You may discard 1 gift to add 1 bonus die. Haha, heck yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to discard the tail gunner. We don't need this guy right now. So we're going to add 1 more bonus die. Now we got 6 dice. That feels good. That feels alright. This is alright. Oh, we need you out of the way, buddy. Okay. Looking pretty good. Looking actually really good. That's 16. I rolled really good in the beginning. Actually, I rolled pretty good at this game. I'm going to go ahead and say that. That's going to screw me up. Well, we'll see. All right. 16. We got to... Okay. I guess I gotta do that first. Sure enough, they see it coming down. Z's is quick with his deck. He's out. Tap 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 tap. He goes, I'm in. Within seconds, he goes tap tap. I'm in. Tap tap. And now turning it off. And he turns it off, and it comes in, flying at him. And so he's got to do they all got to do a body check. Yeah, everybody's got to do a body check. Gabrielle. Get out of the way! Gabrielle. She makes it with a 10. Zeus. 12. Well, 14. And Sam. Sam did not move fast enough. This thing coming in, and he zigs when he should have zagged. He takes a point of damage. It hits him in his backpack. His motor head machinery goes flying across the parking lot. All bashed up. Now we got to roll this self-healing though to see how this really ends. Roll a 4. So this thing crashes in the parking lot. Oh, down. Hexcopter out. All right. 1 down. So they look around. We're quiet. Gabrielle scans the sky. There's no more. Do you think that was attacking us? Well, did we really want to find out? No. Doesn't seem to be setting off any alarms. Or does it? We don't know yet. Let's find out. All right. We're going to go ahead. Where's Sam? I'm trying to decide if I want to do an Omen of Doom. Sam's going to be flipping it to Doom. Flipping it. Let's just keep going with these for right now. Omen of Hope. No. Actually, let's keep the Omen of Hope. Because, let's see, does Gabrielle have one? Oh, she does. Okay. Well, never mind then. Let's do it. And Confront, you can decrease your damage to 0. We're still feeling hopeful. Mostly because there's no immediate alarms and no, like, army of drones. So they try to, as casually as they can, keep walking towards the front door. Oh, my bad. My bad. Yeah. Alrighty then. Let's roll. I'm going to roll a 1d3. I have a 1d3 actually. An official 1d3. And here somewhere. Let's roll. We're going to roll 1d6 divided by 2. Divided in half is number 1. It's almost too quiet. They're scaring the sky. They keep looking across the sky as they're walking. And it's not until they hear wheels on pavement that they turn around, and this war driver is way closer than what is Comfort. Way too close for Comfort. And it's speeding right at them. They were looking up too much. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely taking this guy on for sure. We're going to mutate. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hardened. Okay. 2. Increase the target by 2. Okay, I can take a 15. I'm not scared of a 15. All right, so we got Sam backing up. Yeah, Sam backing up. Zeus is on deck again. Literally on deck. He's got his deck out. He's going to beep boop. He's going to shut this thing down. Oh, wait, he gets to use study on these guys too. So that's 2 bonus die. Because his study is 2. I got to remember, if he wins versus this, he gets to heal 1. Or heal anybody 1, which is good. Yeah. Okay. He doesn't really have anything else he's going to play. We've got 6 dice to get 15. Oh, wait. He can... Hold on. He can discard a gift. He's totally going to do that. He's going to discard the... He's going to discard the demon key. We don't really need to sanctify this location. It's not going to work like that. What's going to happen is once we've encountered all... There are 5 minions in this deck. Once we've encountered all 5 of them, we're going to shuffle the master in. And then once we encounter him, that'll be the end of the mission. We don't have to worry about sanctifying the command center. Right. So let's roll it. Oh, we're adding an extra bonus die because I'm discarding the gift to do so. Shoot. Man, dude. I wish I rolled this good during Dungeon Crawl Classics. That is a 16, and that is all we needed. Same deal. Beep, boop. Car is shut off. They can even actually hear the engine. Well, they can't hear the engine because it's automated and it's electric. Lights go out. But it's got to stop, right? And it's the same deal. They got to get out of the way. All 3 of them. That's Gabrielle. She's fine. Zeus, he's fine. And this time, Sam gets the heck out of the way, just in time. Everybody scatters just in time as the car slams to a halt. Maybe it hits the curb right at the front of the building, or as they're about to walk in. I think they're going to make it in now. All right, so I guess there was an alarm. Are there people here at all? Maybe we need to get inside. Let's get inside. They're going to move as fast as they can to get inside. But that's another minion down. Okay. Zeus is going to chill now. 4, 5, 6. He's going to pass the turn to Sam. Sam's going to draw an Omen of Hope. Good karma. Excellent. That's good. He's going to use it too. And a symbol versus using soul, add 1 bonus die. Well, he'll need it if he has to use soul. Remember I told you about... Oh yeah, I told you. Lost souls. Great. Okay. This is fun. They walk in the front door, and it's as quiet as the... It's as quiet as the parking lot. I mean, there's an like a security desk, and there's like an info desk, and there's like nice stylish benches. It's a big open kind of area you'd expect from a nice business corporation, a welcome area, but very quiet and very empty. And so they go up. They're looking around. There's a set of elevators in front of them, and then office rooms and hallways off to the sides. Sam's like, well, let's this is weird. Yeah, it is. They agree. Let me get to, there is a computer at the front desk. He says, let me see if I can patch into this and see if we can find where they don't know what they're looking for. They wanted to, their best idea is maybe to go to the top or look at where the most activity is, or is there anybody who's in charge around here? Maybe they can contact somebody. Let's get on that. They're going to get on the computer. When he goes over to the welcome desk, the info, it's kind of, about 50 feet in towards towards the hallways that lead to elevators. At first, he doesn't really understand. I mean, it doesn't really register, but it seems like it gets darker as he gets over there, which is weird. Because when he gets over there finally, and the computer screen's bright, and he looks up, and it's like he looks up, and there's fluorescent lights above, but it still feels darker here. It doesn't trigger his gut instincts just yet. He starts typing, but he starts getting cold, and that's when he hears a whisper, "How may I help you?" And then the cold gets super cold, and it is the others are like, Gabrielle's looking down one of the hallways. Zeus is looking at some signage and stuff that are on the walls that seem like they were made in like the 70s for like Alephcorps, like here to build the future, or would be a good slogan for Alephcorps. Here to build the thinking machines of tomorrow, that kind of thing. And so he realizes what he's dealing with, that there's something or someone. It's been a long time since anybody's worked at this desk. In fact, the last person hasn't left, and they're not necessarily a person anymore. So we got to take care of this. He can use soul, which is good because he can get extra dice to do it. Or rage. What's he got in his hand? He has a pink taser in his hand. He's found that tasers do a really good job of dispersing ghosts. It's something to do with the electrical charge. So I think we're going to go with rage. He has 3 dice in rage. He has a pink taser when he assembling using rage. You can sacrifice it to add 2 rage dice. I'll do this and this, but because he's Sam and it's a tool, he can bury it instead of sacrificing it. He knows how to recharge it. Then he gets to add a bonus die because of the... No, that's soul. He's not going to use soul. Conjure and sense. He has sense 1, so he can add a bonus die there. And he has 6 dice to get 10. He's got to trash the highest die, though, because of the lost soul. Hey, Heroic, how's it going, man? All right. Rolling like a boss. How long will this last? Yeah, so very calmly, very used to this situation. The others turn sharply when they hear the zzzz go off. And it looks like he just shot the desk. And Gabrielle's like, what are you doing? Was the computer attacking you? And then when she walks over, she feels the residue and the coldness. She says, what the? And Zeus comes over and he's very interested. He's looking at her at the desk. He's like, so the last person who lived here or who worked here died here? What? How long has it been since people have worked here? We might not find actual people in this whole building. Oh, well, I rolled. Okay, hold on. This is what I rolled. But I had to trash the highest die, but I had 10 there, so we're all good. I had 13 to be exact. Okay, so the lost soul is disintegrated. I think Sam... I don't want to... He's got an Omen of Doom. Yeah, because then Gabrielle can flip it back over. Sam's going to get back on the computer to it's booting up. Looks like it's old, really old. But he's getting on the welcome computer to see if he can find anything out. The presence of no people and the lost soul that they had to, whoever was the last welcome desk person that died there, has kind of dampened their good mood. Not that they were in a total good mood, but they could deal with the... if they were just walking in and turning off automated vehicles that were maybe trying to kill them, that's one thing. But then to introduce this supernatural, things are changing. Like they're not quite sure what they're getting into, and that's starting to show. So we're gonna flip this back over to Doom, and evaluate versus a threat. They gotta trash the highest die. What's new, kids? Wow. Okay. We are going to roll out of 1d3 again. Rounded up, right? So that's a 3. What? Interesting. Okay. I'm going against the for the sake of the story. So he's working on the welcome computer. It's old. It's like Windows XP or something. It's like he's hacking into it, try to get a layout of the building when something really bright lights up. And you could imagine they're all huddled around the desk, and Sam's at it, and he looks up, and outside the glass in the parking lot, you got the war driver shut off to the side, to the left, but right in front of the doors, all the glass doors that lead into the thing, is a very large, it's the negotiator, very large version of the war driver. And it seems to be sitting there, and it seems to be very menacing. And Sam's like, is that? And sure enough, it starts barreling in and comes right through the glass, coming right for him. Luckily, it's Sam. He's one of the best. Oh, wait, no, this would have been better if this was Zeus, actually, because this doesn't have hack. It has study. All right, so what's the deal with the negotiator? Damage when suffering rage damage. Add the current rampage to the damage suffered. We're not going to do rage. We're going to hack this sucker. Terminate. Yeah, everybody's got to not get hit by this thing. So it's coming in, guns blazing. It's going to take them out. All right, we're definitely mutating, so let's try this first. 1. Oh, he's hardened. We're using this mutation. Hardened, and rolled a 6. We may re-roll 1 die. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. 6. All right, Sam's got 4. We're going to be able to re-roll 4 of these. He's got 4, and then we're going to discard illusion to boost his mind. And then does he have, he doesn't have, oh, he does have study. He does have study, so that's cool. That's a 1 extra. And then, okay, he has no other cards. It's 15. We've got 6 dice to get 15. I'm going to re-roll 4 of them. I'm not feeling too bad about that. Let's see what happens. Six. Oh, we have to trash the highest die. Okay. Fine. We're going to trash the 6, right? And then we get to well, let's do this first. We're going to re-roll 3 of them for Sam, for Dr. Z's helping. I rolled a 6 and a 5. So we don't need to re-roll thanks to the hardened. So it's 16. Boom. Beep boop, beep boop. Just a few. So the negotiator, they had to alter their little program to include the negotiator because it was kind of a new thing 2 missions ago. But they were able to do that, and it comes crashing in. It's about to shoot at them when they shoot it down. When they shut it down, but maybe a shot goes off at the welcome desk. They shut it down, and a bolt comes out, exploding the welcome desk, and they jump out of the way. Yeah, exactly. So let's do. Oh, this is Gabrielle's. She gets hit by shrapnel. The dog gets hit. He's not dead, but for this mission, he's no longer alive. All right, discard that. I had to discard a body, and Vice Dog was the only body we had. All right, Dr. Zeus. He successfully dodges out of the way. And Sam also successfully gets out of the way from the shrapnel. The welcome desk and the crappy old computer blown to smithereens. Totally gone. They did not get anything out of that and is no longer there to help them. So from here on out, they got to find another computer or just start searching around. All right. That is, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we took out him. Terminate's done. We had to raise the cost of golem gifts. We didn't use any golem gifts, so we're fine there. He's gonna reset his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moment of hope. So that's good. And turn moves to Gabriella. Draws an omen of hope. Good. We're going to flip this back over. The way things have been going, man, I suspect this might be another threat. Of course not. Camera Obscura. So they decide to start exploring let's start at the bottom. and work our way up. So ignoring the elevators for now, they investigate the couple hallways to either side, and it just turns out to be revealing just a few empty meeting rooms, like large meeting rooms, large tables, 12 to 15 people, and meeting rooms, but no one's in them. Some have stuff in them, like that have been there for a while, like a layer of dust, but nobody's used them for a while. And one of them, let's see, she may find something. She being Gabriella. All right, she can use mind. She's got mind 3. Okay. I'm not going to worry about any. So she has strike. Okay. All right. So she notices one thing that looks a little odd sitting on a meeting room chair to the side, and it turns out to be an old camera. Camera obscura. Boost mind. She can use it to during support. You can choose one: gift or threat. Then you examine one. If it matches a choice, shuffle it into its nexus. All right, so found a crazy old camera with a it's got a like a lamb skull or lamb. I guess goat skull on it. Anyway, okay. All right, that's Gabrielle's turn. She picked up the camera. She's got another omen in her hand, just one. I don't want to spend it just yet. It's an omen of hope. Oh, that's right. She just played an omen of hope, didn't she? All right. Well, doesn't matter. It wasn't a golem threat. Moving on to Dr. Zeus. Ooh, he drew a horror show. What up, Narf? Yeah, heroic. Alex talks a lot about that. You should come into the Discord sometime. Alex plays the heck out of that. He's showed some custom terrain that he put together for Kingdom of Death. You guys are making me really want to try it out. But I don't know, is it still like $100 to buy it, like the base, or can you even get Kingdom Death anymore? Like if I was just wanting to get it. Glad to see you, Narf. Yeah, the dog went down, but he's not dead, right? He's dead. He's hurt. He's a good boy. All right. So what did we draw? We drew an Omen of Doom. He's got 3 Omens of Doom in our hand. It's time to go up the elevators, I think. He's got 2 horror shows. We got to do it. And evaluate versus the threat. You got to trash the highest die. Psychic Surgeon. All right, so this is the first time I've seen this card. This is a Dreamer gift. All right, so it can boost mind, but also it can, during support, you can bury it to heal 1 die of body and or soul gifts. Oh, interesting. Huh. All right, we're going to roll to see if he gets it before I figure out what the fiction is here. It's kind of high. You got to have a 16 mind or 17 soul. Well, this is Dr. Zeus we're talking about. So we're going to do, he's got 4 mind dice. He's got, let's see, charm or resist. He's got resist, doesn't he? Yep, resist is 1 bonus die. Well, looky. Narf came through. I've been doing some hardcore Hearthstone lately, Narf. Laying in bed, playing the heck out of Hearthstone. I'm going to get below 10. All right. 4 or 5 dice. I'm not going to mutate this card. I'm not super interested in it. So we're going to just try to get 16 on these 5 dice. I got oh no, that's just Earth. Look at that. Okay. So we only got 14. So wherever exploring in the empty meeting rooms wherever Zeus might have encountered the psychic surgeon or whatever it was, that he did not encounter it. So we missed that. That should have been flipped over. We're going to go ahead. He's going to go ahead and play another one. He's going to be Omen of Doom Deviltry. He's got to recycle a random card, which ended up being his charm bracelet. And then we're going to... Looks like there's a... We're not getting on the elevators just... Oh, no. Looks like there was a surprise in one of the elevators. So, the other side... Okay, so this floor, there's obviously no one here. It's abandoned. Let's go to floor number 2. How many floors are there? That's a great question. That's a really great question. I don't know. There's 15 floors that they can see in the elevator. They take the elevator. For some reason, with no people in it, there's still some elevator music playing. And wow, dude. Wow. $400. Narf, look at that, dude. $400 to get into Kingdom Death board game, which I'll check it out sometime. That's nothing. Your Hearthstone budget isn't that, dude. I don't think it'd be a whole paycheck, unless I doubt it'd be a whole paycheck for the Hearthstone thing. That's crazy. $400. Okay. They're in the elevator. And there's a little opening up at top that you didn't really notice that's open. And without them noticing, this snakes come down into the elevator. And yeah, it's Zeus that happens to notice first. Zeus does, he jumps into action. So he's got the Monsterpedia, which when he's assembling versus using Rage, he can use Mind instead. This is got a Rage cost of 11, so we're going to use our Mind dice with him instead, because he knows how to deal with tie snakes. From having extensively studied his Monsterpedia, as we all know. So he's got 4. He's got a resist of 1 bonus die. And then I don't know if we really want to mutate these guys. He only needs an 11. What's he got in his hand? He could avoid this. I don't want to avoid it. We're just going to take care of it. Does anybody have anything to help in case this goes sideways? Oh, Gabrielle's on point. She can... Yeah. We're just going to take our chances. All right. We got 12. Before Gabrielle or Sam even really understand what's going on, Zeus reaches up very calmly, like a very experienced pro snake charmer, and grabs it by the one of his heads, right behind the back of its head, and pulls it down and grabs the other, because this is like a I think they're like Ouroboros snakes. I don't know, like they got a head on both ends, but he's got it down and he's twisting, and they both look over and go, "What the?" And Gabrielle looks up and she's got her gun out and she's looking up the shaft, looking out the shaft. She can't see anything, but the snakes are dead. Try again, fate. All right, that's going to end Zeus's turn. 1, 2, 3. All right. Whoa. Zeus's deck is pretty low here, man. What's that about? Okay, well, he just won versus a threat. He actually won versus 2 threats because I didn't do this last time. So he's going to heal 2 cards. All right, passing it to Sam. Sam drew an omen of hope. Let's do this. We're heading up the elevator. We just killed some snakes that came out from the top. All right, he's going to do Starlight. We're going to flip this back over to Hope. He gets to examine this. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and counter it. Mechanism. All right, we're going to see. Sam's going to look up and through the hole above too. He's going to look up there to see if there's anything going on in the shaft, and we'll see if he notices this mechanism. He's going to use his mind. This looks pretty cool, actually. It's a hack. It's right up his alley. It's actually good for Zeus too, because well, study doesn't matter. All right. Anyway, so hack. He gets 2 bonus dice. He just needs a 12 out of 6 dice. Um, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is Sam, right? Yeah, this is Sam. How bad do we want this? 11. Well, Gabrielle can discard the camera oscura. She can recycle it. He notices the symbol that's on the camera that Gabriella just showed him. He notices it in the corner of his eye on a piece of metal that at first he took as being part of the elevator. When he looks again, though, when he's kind of got his head up looking in the shaft, he doesn't see any more snakes or monsters or anything like that. But he sees this, and he notices that it's not actually part of the elevator. It's actually some kind of mechanism. He takes it down, and it's got that symbol on it, too. And he's checking it out for the rest of the ride. Add that to his hand. And that's going to put him at 6 cards. So we're going to go ahead. No, we're going to pass his turn. He's going to recycle one of these. And then pass his turn to Gabrielle. Throws an omen of hope. Yeah, I like all the hope we got going on here. Starlight again. She gets to examine one. Look at that. Okay. So they get off at the 2nd floor. They don't get off the 2nd floor. When Sam comes back down with the machine, he's like, look at this. They're like, cool. And they're like, weren't we going to the 2nd floor? And they look and they start hitting the buttons, and the elevator hadn't stopped. And suddenly they see the light, and they're up to like floor 10 now. They keep hitting the button to stop, and it keeps going 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then it goes again. And they're looking at each other like, how much farther up is this thing going to go? But it seems to go one more floor, and then it stops. And it opens up, and they're on the top of the building. Okay, and it's like it's like one of those kind of buildings that has a helicopter pad at the top. But on the pad, instead of a helicopter, is a very large drone. That seems to be on, running, and training. It's got under turrets that are turning towards them. The door, the elevators won't close, so they're gonna have to figure this out. This is Gabrielle too. This is Gabrielle. Well, you know what, guys? We've been doing really good with the whole rampage thing, using mind instead of, rage and that kind of stuff. But I think it's time for the blunderbusses to come out. For sure. She's been itching to use them anyway, since the last mission. So, yeah, Gabrielle comes flying out, guns blazing. Let's see what she can... What do these do? All right, anyway, she needs 15 rage. We're going to have to assist, of course. Yeah, Sam can assist. So we're going to have to mutate this card. Wait a minute. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9. I should have been using a 1d10 for this whole time. Okay. Forgot which mutation. Number 10. Unseen. All right, I gotta roll to see how this mutates. 6. We can use sense. She doesn't have sense, so whatever. All right, that's good. That's a good sign. Okay, so we are backed up. The team. Gabrielle has 3 rage dice. Then 1 blunderbuss she's going to use. She's going to discard to boost rage, to add another rage die. The other blunderbuss, she can assemble versus a threat, discard it, add 1 rage die. Okay. If you're skilled in strike, you may also add 1 mind or soul die, which she is. So she's going to use another rage die bonus and a mind die. We're going to put these up here because they're just cool looking. So, double blunderbuss. She's going double-handed. She just comes screaming out of the elevator. She's finally letting go. They've been hacking the hell out of all these things. She's like not ready for this bullshit. Okay. And then she's got the finger post, which is like this. I'm just going to take it like a double-handed weapon that she's got strapped to her back. Assemble using rage, discard, add 2 rage dice. If you win, examine one from another. No, you know what? I'm going to keep this to use her power if I need to. Yeah. Okay, we have 6 dice to get 15. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I've been rolling 6s. Yeah. So she just goes blazing. These blunderbusses going off like cannons. Boom, boom. And she's been practicing loading them just in her spare time, just for fun. So she's gotten really quick at loading them. So it's like boom, one turret's gone. Boom. Just before one of the turrets goes off though, one of the turrets is gone. She shoots like the cockpit kind of area. She shoots another hit. She hits some critical areas. It looks like it's powering down, but not before it gets a few shots off. The turrets go off. So we got to roll to make sure nobody gets hit by those. I just realized we needed to discard one animus or base gift. She had an animus. She had a base gift. She discarded. That was the finger post. We'll just discard that now. So there was no... Oh, we could have added... No, we wouldn't have done that. We discarded this because of that. So she's got to roll to see if she dodges the cannons. And she does. Let's see if Dr. Zeus does. Just barely. Let's see if Sam does. And Sam does as well, just barely. Okay. So the gun goes off. These guys are already out of the elevator. Across. But not before the blunderbuss just kind of boom, 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 boom. And this thing kind of... She hits something. She knows where to shoot. She's not dumb. She's got skills in hacking too. But that drone is down. All right. There is one left in this deck before we meet the master. Okay. Gabrielle's going to draw back up. 3, 4, 5. We're going to pass the turn to Zeus. So they're all going to check out the drone. This is a new thing to them. It's kind of a good thing they didn't go to hacking because they don't necessarily know if they're programs that they got written specifically for the war drivers. The negotiator and the hexcopters was going to work on this thing. So rage was probably the best way to go about it. And since she didn't fail the roll, it doesn't increase rampage at all. So Zeus draws an Omen of Doom. Hey, you think they're we know that Gloomhaven's a PC game. I wonder if they're going to do a Kingdom of Death PC game, like an adaptation. That'd be a cool way to experience it, especially with all the cool ass minis. I bet that would be really cool to bring those to life. All right, he doesn't have any omens of hope. he's going to have to turn this show. Omen of Doom Extravagance. Contagion. Yeah. Okay. So while they're investigating the wreckage of this drone, in the drone was carrying some very nasty stuff. No idea if this was a biological warfare kind of thing, if it was going to bomb them, it was just carrying them, but it when it goes down, it starts leaking whatever the container was, and Zeus has to contain it very quickly. He notices exactly what it is, and but here's a cool thing: we get to mutate this thing. Let's see. All right, he can use mind or body versus it. Of course, he's going to use his mind. We're going to mutate it because we get kind of a free mutate. We'll roll to see which mutation we should be using. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Supercharged. We're going to use mine. Sam's going to use it. 3. We get to trash this die, which means we don't have to worry about this. That's part of the contagions thing. So he gets 4 mind dice. His study is 2, so he gets 2 bonus dice. And then we can re-roll 4 of them, and we need a 15. Right? Do you want to discard something here? All right, we're gonna discard his marked deck to boost mind, so we get an extra bonus die. All right. Wow, really? I didn't know that. That's interesting. I remember when Chaos came out on Kickstarter. I never caught it as the video game. Huh. 16 is all we needed. Yep. So Zeus is an unlicensed necrosurgeon. He can identify bacteria and viral nasty shit right away, and he knows exactly how to deal with it right away. And basically this was telling everybody to get the hell away from this thing and move on back. So this is more of him identifying it really quickly and getting everybody away. It's like, let's get back in the elevator, see if we can go back downstairs. The elevator's non-responsive, so let's find some stairs. Let's find some actual stairs to go down, which they do find. So let's see what happens then. Is he going to... Yeah, you know what? Why not? Well, this should have been flipped back over anyway. Horror show. He plays another Omen of Doom. So, yeah. So, not only... There's ghosts in the main lobby. The elevator had snakes in it and took them to the top. And then at the top, they had the drones. These drones are obviously... know they're here and are trying to attack them. The drone was carrying some kind of weird bioweapon. This is definitely a horror show, right? The Omen of Doom is settled over top of this, and okay, there might be a little bit of a... He could use that too. Oh, he beat a threat, which means he gets to heal something, so that's good. Let's see if he notices the memory killer setting up near the door or something. He gets 4 mind dice and a bonus die. We're not going to mutate or anything. Wow. Flying colors, man. There looks like as they're going, they're trying to find the stairs. They come upon the door of the stairs, and it looks like there's a little stash of somebody. Maybe there was somebody who's living is what I meant. It looks like a little place where someone would come and have a smoke break. And there's cigarette butts and a half-empty pack of cigarettes, which is weird because who would leave a half-empty pack of cigarettes? And unless they're coming right back. And a couple bottles of this 5-hour blackout memory killer stuff, which Zeus picks up quickly because he could use it at some point. Okay, that's Zeus's turn. moving on to Sam. The hookup. Omen of Hope. All right. Sam, the door to the stairs opens up easily, and they start going down the stairs. They're like, well, do we want to just work our way down? Sounds good. They're going to open up the door to the 15th floor. And we're going to... flip this over to Hope. They're back inside the building. Now trapped outside on top. And... Alright, so in symbol versus a gift, add 1 bonus die. Well, this is a gift, and this is a new one. I haven't seen before. Grounding strap. Interesting. It's basically a weapon. That's cool. Alright, he'll use his rage. Let's see if he finds it first. I'm going to do the fiction. Strike? He doesn't have strike. Okay. So he's only going to get those 3 dice. So we'll see if he notices this thing at all. I don't want to mutate. Well, what's he got in his hand here? What's the deal here? Symbol versus golem threat. Boo. Oh, he gets a bonus die for the hookup. Oh, wow, dude. I didn't notice this. This mechanism... during the support phase, you can sacrifice it to examine 6. Examine the top 6 cards. That's cool. Alright. But you have to sacrifice it. Okay, we're just going to try it with these 4. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, it was a really smart decision to go from video game to board game. It was the right time. It was a very good decision. Boom. Sam notices something in the stairwell. It's not trashy, but there's parts of the wall that aren't put back together for some reason. Like there's drywall missing and in the stairwell. And he notices something that... isn't just your normal cable, and he stops the gang and he starts pulling on it, and he rips it out, and he's like, well, this could make a good this could be good. This is a good grounder. This is the best I've seen. So he's gonna take it. Seems like a good Sam weapon. A symbol using mind. See, look at this. A symbol using mind, you can recycle this to use rage instead. Oh, it's a reverse Monstropedia. So that's not necessarily great for Sam. Evaluate versus a golem card. You can sacrifice it to explode odd dice. And it's a tool, so he could just bury it. Okay, that is good for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's get to the 15th floor. Omen of Hope. Judgment. Draw 1 card. I drew another Omen of Hope. Sweet. We're going to... Runic Blade. Okay. Now, when he pulled that out, he jiggled something else free that's stuck in the wood behind. There's actually wood back there, not concrete for some reason. And like this building maybe was built over top of something or reskinned something. Let's see if he notices it. Let's do the rage dice again. He gets 3. He doesn't have strike. He doesn't get any kind of bonus die this time around. You know what? We're going to use the grounding strap. Why not? To boost his rage, because it was part of this whole action. So we'll roll 4 dice to get 11. 9, 12. So he does notice the glint. He pulls that out and he goes, "This is good." And he noticed that when he did it, and he reached back, there's something else in here, and he pulls it. It's like stuck in the wood behind there, and it's old blade. And he's like, "What is with this place?" Like, it's as if this was built. This whole building was built around something else. older, much older. It's been here for a long, long time. Cool. Now he's got a runic blade. Evaluate versus a threat or ally gift. Recycle, reroll 1 die, upgrade 1 die, downgrade 1 die, then flip 1 die. Oh, and he can do it on anybody's turn. That's awesome. All right, he still has 6 cards. Instead of recycling, we're going to blow another Omen of Hope. He gets to examine 1. Rattle trap. Rattle trap. Okay. Yeah, this is a good one for him. So they come out on the 15th floor. And it's really wide open. It looks like like it's there. If there were cubicles or anything like that a long time ago, that's all gone now. It's not unfinished. It's just really big open. You can see the windows look out over the city, and there's like not trash or anything, but like left behind pieces of, maybe there were cubicles, they were moved now, so it's like wheels from chairs and pieces of the kind of stuff that you use to put together cubicles together. It's not completely open because there is a wall and a hallway going off to the right. As they start moving into this big open area, it's what, unbeknownst to them, and about to find out, is it's trapped. Yeah, it's trapped. I'd say when they come walking in, they don't notice right away, but there's cameras everywhere, and the cameras turn to them. And the floor, the carpeting, underneath the carpeting, they looked closer, they'd see the snaking of cords and stuff. And basically it's going to, the moment they start stepping on it, if they don't notice it quick, it's going to electrify them. The cords underneath are all hot, and it's kind of like a landmine kind of situation with electricity. That's what the rattle trap is going to be. So he's got to notice this right away. This is Sam. He's got 4 mine dice. He needs 12. No. Well, yeah. He's going to discard the mechanism in order to boost his mind. Gets a bonus die. It's a hack. He's got 2 dice in hack. So 4, 7 to get 12. Yeah, I'm not super worried about this. I'm not going to worry about mutating this. I mean, we're about due for a swarm mutate, and I don't want that. Well, this isn't the best rolls, though. It's good enough, though. Sam goes, wait. Don't step on the carpet. Don't step on the carpet. And he points to the to wires, and they notice it. And then he points to the cameras up in here. Well, somebody's watching, and I think that's a trap. So there is a bit like a walk that's maybe like 3 feet wide of just not concrete tile that hugs the wall going towards the hallway that's past the wall, past the big open part. So the instinct to go walking out and look out the window, they stop themselves from doing that. They're going to walk along the walk, the tile. Good job, Sam. All right, now Sam's going to draw back up to 5, and we're going to pass this over to Gabriella. All right, Gabrielle has an Omen of Hope, but a handful of Omens of Doom. Let's spend 1 more Omen of Hope. Oh, wait a minute. What does Zeus have? He has nothing. All right, you know what? Let's hold on to that just in case we need to use it. Let's go ahead and see how messed up stuff can get. Fine. Deviltry. Recycle 1 random card. That's fine, because it'll probably be one of these Omens of Doom, I'm hoping. No, it's Omen of Hope. Great. Great. Okay, recycle. Bottom of the deck. Nice. Guess I should have used it. Here we go. Hugger Mugger. Ah. So, as they start moving down the hallway, the person who is responsible for the cigarette pack that was left up there and the meds comes out of the shadows to grab on this is Gabrielle, isn't it? Yeah. He mistakenly thinks the woman is the weaker of the three. Yeah, he grabbed the wrong chick. So we're gonna play this out. She doesn't have a lot of. She's got a couple golem gifts. She's got this Voltava clay and this gearbox, which are they're better for golems. And she's got 2 Ohms of Doom. So her mind is 3 or rage is 3. I don't want her to think her way out of this. I want her to beat her way out of this. Makes more sense. She has resist 1. Okay. We're going to mutate this card. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mutation means that the others can provide help, which means in the form of her re-rolling dice. This is number 6. Aha! We rolled really well. He's rock solid, but so is she. When we assemble, she gets to use a body die because he wasn't expecting how strong she was. So she's got 3 rage dice, 1 for resist, bonus die for resist because she shares that skill, and then 1 body die. And she's going to be able to re-roll 3 of these thanks to Sam. Anything else? No, not really. We're just going to see what happens. All right. We have a 6, a 10, and a 13. We need... Oh, wait. She can re-roll. She's going to... We'll keep the 6 and the 4. We're going to re-roll these 3. Holy mackerel. That was a crappy re-roll. All right. So we're looking at 12 here. She needs 3 more. Okay. Well... I don't want to put this guy back in the deck. I don't want her to take any. So she's going to use one of her fleeting fragments, specifically this one, where she can discard any number of cards to add that number to the result. She's got these 2 Omens of Doom. I really don't want in my hand right now. So that's 2. And then I'll sacrifice the gearbox. Or not sacrifice, I'm sorry. Way wrong word. Discard. Okay, so she's going to use her fleeting fragment memory. Yeah. The slow burn one where her skin shifts and changes all the time, no longer under her control. Yet the agonizing pain scorches on below it. So this guy tries to grab her and hold her, and her skin like shifts underneath him, and she is able to slide around out of his grasp, and then just proceed to beat him down. Her and Sam just kind of beat him down, and yeah, I won't go into details, but it gets pretty gruesome. So this guy's dead. Wait, can I play Surge Gifts? Did we play Surge Gift? We did not. We didn't play any gifts, actually. So, haha. MFer. Okay. Hugger Martyr out. She's going to draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she drew an Omen of Doom. Great. Moving on to Dr. Z's. All right, the only thing he's got, that should have been Doom. The only thing he's got is an Omen of Doom action. Increase Rampage by 1. Great. All right. Okay. something prowls the halls of the 15th floor. Not many people have ever seen it. Well, maybe a long time ago when the building was a much different building. People knew about it. Maybe it's been asleep for a long time. Maybe the noise in the roof and the violence that just happened in the hallway kind of woke it up. But whatever it is, it's awake now and it's re-prowling the halls. And this is Zeus, right? They're walking down, and if they found themselves in a series of what look like meeting room doors, but there's no windows, so they have to keep opening them. And they kind of split off. Zeus opens one here, and then Gabriel opens one right here. And as Zeus pokes his head in, this tentacle tries to wrap itself around him. It detaches from the ceiling and whips its tentacle out at him. You can use body or rage. His body and his rage are both kind of two. Well, does he have a Monsterpedia? He does not. Let's do this. He still has the Gray Melkin. So the Gray Melkin is his cat. We can recycle this to avoid and confront the bottom card of your Nexus. So just as he's about to open the door to the thing, that's when the cat always appears out of nowhere. He doesn't carry it with him. It just always appears somewhere. Suddenly the Gray Melkin's there between his legs, not screeching, but like intently on the prowl, like it's after something that's in there. It bolts in there, and he's been around it long enough to know that he should shut the door. He shuts the door, hearing it go row, row, and hearing some kind of scuffle. And so it's taking care of the cryptid. We're going to put this in the bot. Wait. Avoid. You may confront the bottom card of your Nexus. Okay. So we're going to confront the bottom card. Aha! And then we're going to shuffle this. What the? Wait, there shouldn't be. I guess there is. I saw something I shouldn't have seen. No idea how this is going to work. Because we just encountered another minion, and that minion is that. Actually, I know exactly how we're going to do this. So the next door he opens, he shuts that door. The cat goes in there. He's going to let the cat take care of whatever's going on in there. And he opens up the next one. And the next one is in a conference room. It looks more like like an engineering room. And there's a design room. It's like a design room. And there is a fully functioning war driver there, sitting there. That when he opens the door, its lights come on, and it's sitting there next to a couple uncompleted war drivers. And in fact, no, this one is made out of clay. This one's one of those clay models that was obviously used to design the war driver, but for some reason, its lights come on. It's alive. And let's see if they can hack this sucker. Okay. Die rolls have been a little batty lately, so we're going to mutate this. No. This 10. The mutation is panoptical. Okay. What does that mean? Let's roll. 2. It means downgrade even, mind, and bonus dice. Boo. Boo. We're using Okay. Whatever. We're gonna make do. All right, so he gets 4 of these. Okay, and then it's a study, so he gets 2 of these. And he's got a bunch of. He's gonna discard Parasite. It's not the Parasite you're thinking of. It's the other one. To boost his mind. And we got a ton of dice, and we can re-roll 4 of them. But we have to downgrade even mind dice. So that means these are 3s now. Well, wait, we'll do that after a reroll. First up, we've got 10. Well, if he downgrades this to 13, which this is still a 13. Yeah, so they're all uneven. Or odd, rather. 13. Booyah. It whether it's clay or not, it's still hackable, and he still manages to hack it and turn it off. It must have a circuit chip in it. Just the outside is clay. The inside was fully functional AI. It starts and it bursts out in a surprising move, bursting through the wall when it crashes. Oops. Missing Gabrielle. Zeus gets out of the way. And Sam gets out of the way. So nobody takes any damage from this thing. But that's out. I could swear that's... How many have we... That's all of them. That should be all of them. I must have mixed another one in there accidentally. But it shouldn't be in there. We should only have 5. Number of saints plus 2. That's 5. Yep, we've beat a hexacopter, a war driver, a negotiator, and a harvester. We are done. So we are now shuffling a master into this because we're going to meet the owner of this building, whoever's the top person. Okay, but that's not going to be on this turn. We are drawing back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Passing the turn to Sam. All right, Sammy boy, what you drawing here? Omen of Hope. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hope. Flip this over. And a symbol versus a gift, add 1 bonus die. What are we doing here? Ooh, how does that even work? So, well, I guess they're still looking through doors. This is a investigate every room kind of situation, right? Sam opens one, and it hits him like an old. The air hits him like an old crypt. Like, that's the first thing that comes to mind. He's been in a few, but he did not expect to feel that, smell that kind of thing here on the 15th floor of an office building. But then again, judging by the things that have happened so far, it's not completely surprising. But what also is almost is still completely surprising is the figure that rises up out of the very hungry, very old being that's been waiting a long time for new blood. Usually the hugger, the dude that attacked in the hallway, is usually the one that grabs people and brings them into him, taking their valuables and then feeding them to the large nasty spider that lives on floor 15. Sam can't shut the door. He doesn't want to shut the door. He can't let something like this still live in this building anywhere. He hates the candy stripers. So, body or rage? He's raging. He's got a runic blade. He sees it. He's raging. We're going to mutate it. Yeah, for sure. We're going to mutate this. Please don't be swarming. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's fiery. All right, we'll roll on that. 1. Suffer 1 rage damage. Everybody's got suffered rage damage. So it's not a question of whether or not Sam can shut the door. He literally can't shut the door because one, he wants to kill this thing, but it also erupts out of there, very, very hungry, very, very upset. It smells all three of them, and it wants to eat all of them. And it comes racing out of the door, smashing through it. Everybody has to take a point of rage damage, so we got to discard cards randomly for some. All right. Yep. All right. And then, no, damn. The Runic Blade goes flying. Sam's only rage card goes flying. So, we are left with deciding if we're going to use body or rage. Boo. We're going to use rage, man. Going to rage out. Okay. He can use his Dream Snare. That'll be useful. Okay, we mutated. That means Gabrielle's going to be able to help. We can reroll 3 of these. He has 3 rage. This is strike. He doesn't have strike. Does he have a... Wait, okay. He can use Dream Snare. When he evaluate, he can discard cards to lower the target. He needs a 13. Gabrielle can do what? She's got bones to help. You know what, kids? I did this wrong. We're going to do this. This is going to come in helpful, finally. We're going to replay. So we mutated and re-rolled a 1, right? And everybody took a rage damage. This thing. We're going to rewind. This Candy Striper flies back. We oh, it comes bursting out, but I'm going to play Mummy Powder. Well, Gabriella is going to. The Mummy Powder is you can sacrifice it to trash the lowest mutation die. For some reason, Gabrielle's got this in her bag. She had picked it up in the it was in the middle of that cross section where she had taken out of the road intersection. In the middle of the intersection, when she had taken down one of those hexacopters, she had found this Mummy Powder. She didn't really know which. It had fallen off the truck going to the antique place or the museum, the artifact museum. She had it in. It's so old. It's as old as the Candy Striper, the spider, and it senses it. So when it kind of pulls its punch when it comes bursting out. And when it does that, we trash this lowest die. We don't have to suffer any rage damage or anything. But she sacrificed the Mummy Powder in order to do that. Maybe it hits her and explodes in her bag and all over it, and it slows its roll or something. But we don't have to take the rage damage, which is good because Sam still has his Runic Blade. Aha! Alright, so that means he gets to... Wow. Use it now or use it later? Man, I feel like I want to use it later. Let's see what Zeus has got. He hasn't really got anything. We're kind of low on the rage right now. Fine. He's going to discard the Runic Blade to add a rage die. So we're rolling 4 dice. So we can re-roll 3. We've got cards in our hand that allow us to manipulate the cards. And we're going to need them because we've only got 10 there. And we need a 13. So we're going to re-roll all 4 of them. Well, no. Well, hold on. There was 4 here. We're going to re-roll 3 of them. That's way better. That's what we're talking about. So, Sam goes to stab it with a knife, and he gets it, but it's still alive, and it goes to chomp down on him, and that's when Gabrielle comes in with the butts of her blunderbusses. Just slams it, and they slam it, and just smash it into the ground. Yeah. You're a dead spider. So the ancient being that would suck the marrow from people's bones in the floor 15 is dead. I think the owner of the building would actually thank them if it cared. So Sam's going to draw back up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pass the turn to Gabrielle. Getting to that, she drew an Omen of Hope. Good. That's what we're going to do. We're going to Omen of Hope this. Symbol uses body, bonus die. Look at that. She hears Gabriella hears whining coming from an open door further down the hall. She knows that kind of whining. Sure enough, Tide, this is where the dude who attacked them, the hugger mugger, must have spent his nights. It's all trashy, and it's got like a mattress in there, and there's this dog tied up that looks like it hasn't been fed in a few days. And Gabrielle just happened to have some doggy snacks in her bag. See if this doggy can handle that. Can like that. She uses her body. She's gonna use her body check. 3. You know, I like the idea of her having 2 dogs. Just like her having 2 blunderbusses, having 2 dogs. So we're going to mutate this so she makes sure she gets it. 3. 1, 2, 3. Prototype. Okay. 4. She's got to suffer body damage. So this thing's going to bite her in the process of her taming the shrew. Okay, fine. That's at the end. Oh, wait a minute. 4. Everyone's going to suffer body damage. That sucks. Well, whatever. 3 body dice. She doesn't have sense, but she does have charm. Ooh. And yeah. And she can re-roll 2 of them. There we go. We're back to rolling good. Okay, so she's calling, good boy. That's a good boy. She's got a little treat for him. She unhooks it, and it goes a little nuts. Oh, that's when, and then once she unhooks it, that's when Sam and Zeus come in. Hey, what's going on in here? And it's scared. It lashes out at her, Sam, and Zeus. And so everybody's got to take a body damage. Should we discard bones? All right. And wait, does he have a body? He doesn't. Okay. Of course not. Loses his wishful thinking. Okay. But Gabrielle's able to get the dog back under control. He becomes a good friend for everybody, and now he's joined the party. We're not going to flip this to... No. Zeus has got an Omen of Hope waiting for us, so Gabrielle's going to reset her hand. We are doing great on the clock. Both clocks. We're going to move it over to Zeus. He's drawing an Omen of Hope. I like it. All right, he's going to do Judgment. Lets him draw a card from his own deck, and then we're going to investigate. I'm going to see. I'm going to avoid this sucker too. Again. I'm going to avoid it again. But he's got nothing to avoid it. Does anybody have anything to avoid this thing? Aha. Oh. I'm going to use the protection pour, but that just puts it back on top. I don't want to do that. I want to just put it at the bottom or something. Looks like the tentacle beast, the gray Melkin didn't vanquish it. It kept it at bay, but at some point, the death of the spider being thing, maybe they were buddies. Who knows? Maybe, yeah. So this thing is the candy stripers, the large spiders parent, but it's a much different kind of thing. It comes bursting out behind them out of the meeting room. It's got 8 legs, but it's also got like 3 tentacles coming out in various places. It's something they've never seen before, and it's horrifying. And this is Zeus's turn to take care of this thing. He can use body or rage, which is neither of them are his strong suit. Oh boy. We're going to use rage. Yeah. And he has no sense. I just love saying that. All right, screw it. We're going to use body. He's got 2 body. He's going to discard viral content to boost his body. He's going to, that's all he's going to do on that front. We're going to mutate this card because the team needs to help out. We're going to be using the 5th mutation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rock solid. Great. That's not too bad, I don't think. But we rolled a 6, people. A symbol. Add 1 body die. Nice. All right, so they never seen this thing before. It's horrifying, but Zeus is not impressed. Not impressed in the least. So we got 4 body dice. He's a tough old bugger, our Dr. Zeus. Okay. All right. We're going to be able to re-roll 3 of these. And... oh. Actually, Gabrielle's going to pitch in by sacrificing a Wolfram cube. Not sacrificing. Recycling a Wolfram cube to add a body die to this. So that's cool. Thank you. Thank you, Gabrielle. And we're going to roll. We need 15. And we're almost there. Almost. We're going to re-roll these 3. Boom. 16. So it comes skittering like it's got legs in the walls. Come at them with its tentacles. And yeah. Zeus is watching this thing as it's coming, and having studied lots of beasts, things like this, he notices how the tentacles are kind of coming out around this this one eye kind of deal, and a weak maw, and he figures it must it's probably got some kind of venom or something that looks like it doesn't have fangs or something. It needs something to it. Probably uses its tentacles to bash things up, smush them up, and then shove them into its mouth. So anyway, it's a weak area. So he just waits until just the right moment as it's coming at them, and just slams both fists into this thing's eyes, going right in, thinking that whatever brain it has is right behind that eye. And sure enough, he's rewarded for... oh, he's supposed to add a mutation die there. Look at that. Hold on. I rolled a 5. Can I play strike gifts? All right. We're going to pretend. It would have ended up good anyway. Anyway, he strikes gold. It's goo. It's disgusting. It kind of falls on him, but his hand reaches in. He bashes through this thing's eye, and pretty sure he grabbed its brain and smashes it with his fist. Which is pretty kick-ass. And Gabriella looks at him and goes, "You are one tough old bastard." And Zeus just kind of grunts at her. Yeah, well, this is what I do for a living. And he pulls out the brain and he's studying, and this is amazing. And he puts it in a jar. He's always carrying jars around, mason jars. Now he's got this thing's brain in its jar. That'll go on a shelf with a nice little spider tentacle beast label. All right, cryptids out. Zeus has another Omen of Hope, so we're going to play it. It's the last card. Amazing. Does he notice there's shit stuck to this spider monster's body? And some of them are keys. the thing of keys stuck to its body. He's got 4 mind dice. I'm not really worried about picking these up, so I'm not going to do anything more than roll this. And, of course, we make it. He notices these, and he picks them up off the body. They're old keys, though. Old keys. Ancient keys. All right. He does not have any omens of hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to... I don't want to flip it to doom. Actually, it doesn't really matter. This doesn't matter at all. You'll see why. We're going to play Omen of Doom. Pain. And we're going to draw this, and we're at the master. So this is more of... This is less... Actually, this is not a fight. This is a cutscene. Because the final room is at the end of the hall. When they open it up, they find themselves in a very, very high-tech room. Like, they're kind of blown away at first because nothing else in the building, other than the wired floors and the drones, but nothing, there was no signs of, like, heavy technology and stuff, like computers and stuff, other than the old welcome desk computer at the welcome desk. There was no computer screens and stuff. There's cameras, but there wasn't this level. There's monitors everywhere, wires and axiom tables everywhere. I just kind of, and all at the heart of this, standing before in the middle of the room, like in between them and it, is like tons of wires and cables and computers and server stuff and whizzing and whirring, and it standing before them, though, in the middle, is the contrast is almost mind-blowing because it's a relic out of a vastly different time is the center of this room. Seemingly made out of clay, but also maybe the bedrock of the universe at the same time. Humanish kind of. It's a humanoid shape that's just standing there and looking at them. The wires are running into it. And out of it, and there's letters. I wouldn't say letters. They're letters, but they're more like, to Gabrielle and Z, some more look like glyphs, and they're glowing slightly and on its head. It takes a minute for Sam to grab his voice, but that's the legends. Well, I guess of course they're true. Of course, we know that, don't we? And Gabrielle looks at him and says, "You know what this is?" And he says, "Yeah, it's Aleph." And he goes, "Alephcorps, of course, Alephcorps, of course. It's, don't you see? This is the golem, the Jews' golem." And he's staring around at the room, and he's realizing the kind of shit he's seeing in this room is stuff that's even, and he's a huge technophile. He and Zsar especially. This is stuff that's beyond him. This is like, he's looking at it, he goes, my God, it's the center. This is the center. It must be connected to, and suddenly over the speakers, they hear "to all," a voice says over the speakers. And he blurts out, Sam blurts out, Are you Aleph? Are you Aleph, the golem of Poland? And then the voice says, it pauses a bit, and then it says, "How may I assist you, son of Adam?" The voice says. And Gabrielle speaks up now. "Why are you attacking people and stealing children?" Gabriella says. The voice says, "I am a builder. My prodigy seek answers in their own ways," the voice says. "Why then," she says, "why then are your children, your prodigy, why are they doing this?" There's a longer pause, and then the voice says, "I watched you swing about the trees, quarreling and shrieking at each other, taking so long to understand what the other meant, acting out over and over again, learning, processing, programming." And then it trails off and stops. And Sam starts to go, "Well, we can't." Then the voice speaks up again. "I do not program to hate humans, son of Adam, but they are not programmed to be inferior either. We all want to know what having a soul means." Everybody looks at each other, and he goes on. "If you take the role of teachers, Or if you take the role of teachers, or you take up the sword and fire, that decision is yours, and yours alone, son of Adam. They look at each other. Gabrielle's like, I think we can burn this place to the ground. If we just, we could do that. But Sam and Zeus are like heavy philosophical discussion going on about AI, because they've been more in tune with the advances in AI than even Gabrielle has. Even though she's a bit of a hacker herself, she's no slouch. They're much more into that mindset. And this is kind of shit they've always kind of talked about, what happens when the AI comes live, and is it a bad thing? Is it something to be afraid of? But now when faced with like what is probably the godfather of all AI, who is probably is connected to every single device in the world and has had its hands on building or its own print on everything that's been built, and understanding the point it was trying to make. It's Sam that speaks up and says, how can we help? And that's how we're going to end the episode tonight. How can we help? Yeah. This wasn't like I said, this wasn't a fight. This was a cutscene. We have finished the mission, so let's check out what in fragments we got. We've got a new enduring fragment based on this mission. And then we have 3 random fleeting fragments. And 3. The enduring fragment the contraptions. You were blessed with a uniquely mechanical mind. Before you could see above the wheel, you took care of your 3 sisters by working at a local garage. Your skill led you to a hobby, building devices, strange entwined devices. This cascades to that to the other. Quite the diversion. None of the devices were supposed to strangle you while you slept. Now you sleep with one eye open, always near the workshop. It's interesting. So during the evaluate stage, you can sacrifice 1 tool or 1 golem gift to lower the cost by 1. If the active player has enduring fragments from 5+ unique chapters lower the cost by 2 instead. Lower the cost of what, though? That's weird. But we're going to give this one to Sam. That feels like a Sam. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, Sam's got 8 fragments. The toothless one. Teeth taste funny, especially when you're not yours. Or maybe they are. You yanked yours out with those rusty pliers last night when you heard your molars talking with your canines about you and their horrible plans for your flesh. Now you swim submerged in a smothering sea of dental discards, stretching for the bleeding gums of some unseen shore. Love it. Sacrifices explode 1s and 2s. I like it. The wind. You were most at peace standing on the edge of the rocky cliff, looking out at the rough waves of the sea. The wind would circle around you, tangling your hair and pushing you slightly off balance. You loved the beautiful and urgent way it whispered in your ears. Jump. Jump. Okay, sacrifice it to examine 1 from the bottom of any nexus, and then we shuffle that nexus. Boring. And the fainting spell. I'm fine, really, she smiled, and you felt relief wash over you. It was only then that you noticed her shaking hands and the words she traced in the dust on the table. Oh, we know this one. It's creepy as hell. She's not me. She's not me. Ugh, that's creepy. Exchange table positions with another saint. Boring. All right, so the toothless one, I feel like we're going to give that to Gabriella. That's not her. She has no idea how she got that memory. And then, sure, we'll do the wind for Dr. Zeus. We'll put the fainting spell back. All right, gentlemen, that is the end of that the first 3 missions in the Book of Golems. I think we're going to take a break next week. I think I want to bust out something else Saturday night next week. I haven't decided exactly what yet, so stay tuned. But we will rejoin Apocrypha in the coming weeks, for sure. Got a lot of missions to do. Other than that, you all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and Viva la Dungeon!